what's happening on American campuses right now, which nobody pays attention to, there's a little bit of flurry online, that is what's really, really, really scary and a real worrisome trend. And it's connected, by the way, to an issue that we've taken on at the Institute, which I think is one of our most important issues and is going to be a real center of focus for us. And that's the issue of free speech, because it's directly connected to this. All this triggering microaggression is an attempt to silence. It's an attempt to silence dissent, right? Because nobody cares about my microaggression when they insult Ayn Rand, right? Salon.com, which is very anti-free speech and very anti-insulting Islam and insulting everybody else, is very pro-insulting Ayn Rand. But that causes me to have not just microaggressions, and yet they don't care about that, because it's an obvious way to defeat and to crush free speech on campuses. And to me, I mean, I hope all of you agree, there is no more important a policy issue for us than free speech. Because when free speech is gone, we're done. Close shop, you know, go home. Because our only means of convincing the world is through reason, right? And when we don't have free speech, when we can't communicate, when we can't defend ourselves using reason, all we're left with is guns and you know, stockpiles of ammunition. That's all that's left. So, you know, that to me is the most important issue we could be fighting on right now is this issue of free speech. And we're seeing it attacked really from every angle. The Muslims are attacking it with guns, and the New York Times basically supports them. And then the university professors are attacking it kind of with this microaggression, the sensitivity issue. You know, the right not to be offended. Right? That's absurd.
I wonder if you could make any progress saying to the people who are putting forth this line, particularly students, aren't you embarrassed to be so conformist, to adopt the latest trendy thing that your professors are telling you to adopt that makes no sense whatsoever? Doesn't it give you pause that everybody is congratulating themselves on how moral they are because they've adopted this latest fashion? Don't you want to be an independent person and think for yourself, and that would make you value your free speech? How can you live with yourself being such a camp follower?
That's probably a microaggression in itself, but I like it.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. She could get fired for that.
I can.
No, you should not knuckle under.
Yeah.
You know, if speak out, get charged with microaggression, and we'll have a showcase fight.
Thanks.
You know, I mean, this whole kind of mentality depends upon people knuckling under. Yeah. And there's no way for them to defend their position if somebody stands up. I don't accept the idea of microaggression. It's collectivist crap, and people have no right not to be offended. Freedom of speech is the cornerstone of our protection against dictatorship and our ability to use our minds in the service of our life. And anyone who would dare to suggest that you don't have the right to insult someone deserves to be insulted in the strongest possible terms. You make statements like that.
The whole idea of microaggression, right? Yeah. Why are they using aggression? Because they're trying to obliterate the difference between physical action and speech. Right. So that when you insult somebody, it's as if you've slapped them. And that's how they're going to destroy the First Amendment, right? Because they're going to claim insulting is not speech, it's action, it's force. And therefore, you're not allowed to, right? We know you can't slap somebody, so you now can't speak. And this is why they use aggression, right? Not insult, right? Aggression. And this is, again, I think this is the most, this is the biggest threat to freedom that we have today. And, you know, universities today have free speech zones. Remember the days where universities, qua universities, were free speech zones, right? That was the whole point of going to the university, being exposed to ideas and challenging yourself and thinking. Now you have to have a little square in the center, you know, somewhere where you can actually speak your mind. I mean, it really is. It really is becoming scary out there.
Yep.